So, good afternoon, everyone. Today we discussed here the next point about chapter number 6. In the chapter number 6, we discussed earlier from the some operation and the principle about that the cutout regulators and starter motors. Today we discuss here this Bendix drive and solenoid valve. Similarly, some function work on that. But when we think about some starting the system about the vehicle system, vehicle of light motor vehicle or the heavy motor vehicles, we require some different force. We require some different torque and we require some different kind of here some power. So with the help of that, we differentiate these the two drives here, the bending drives and solenoid drives here. So today we discuss about that from the chapter number 6 is the electrical and electronic systems. We discuss today's here some solenoid. So when we think about that, there is an image in front of you. Is here. I like to view about there. This the images here. The inertia bending drives here, inertia starter is most of that this work on that the inertia and it is come in the form of some bendings. Okay. So these the bendings is the image in front of you shown as here, some graphical or some actual parts. This is spring. This spring is actuated with the help of some this clamped with the help of some this the bearings. This bearing with the help of the gear, and this gear is engaged with the help of some spring plangered into them with the help of some inertia starter. And this inertia starter is come into the form of this bending drives. This is invented by this Vincento Hugo Bendix. These are the inventors. As come by this is Vincento Hugo Bendix is inertia type benders. And these inertia types of the starter motor has been technique used in over the 80 years. But now the becoming in the redundant and the starter shown in figure is Lucas M35J types. It is the four pole. The four pole four brush machines was on the small to medium size of the petrol engine vehicles. It is capable of producing 9.6 Newton meter with current flow of 350 ampere, and the M35J, this code of that the face type, the cumulator and axling aligned the brush gear, and the field are wave wound are earthen to this starter yoke. So when we think about that, the starter yoke is dependently comes on the gyroscope. This gyroscope is helpful for to maintain the balance in between with the help of some inertia motors for the starter yoke. And this starter engage with the flywheel, the ring by their means of the small pinion and the tooth pinion and then sleeve spine on the armature shaft is threatened such as the when the starter is operated via the remote relay and the armature will causes the sleeve to rotate inside the pinion, and the pinion remains still due to its inertia because of its screw sleeve rotating inside it. The pinion is moved to mesh with its the ring, and when the engine fires the run under the oven powered, the pinion is driven faster than the armature shaft. The causes of the pinion is screwed back into the sleeves out of the engagement with the flywheel. The main spring acts as the buffer when the pinion first take up in this drive torque, also acts as the buffer when the engine through the pinion back to the back of out of this mesh. The one of this main problem of the type of the starter was aggressive nature of this engagement, and this intended the causes of the pinion and ring gear to warm prematurely in some applications, and this pinion attended the fall of their some when the cracking due to this almost but not quite running. So the main spring acts as the buffer when the pinions first takes place into this the driver torque at acts as here the buffer torque when these engines through the pinion back of the mesh. The one of this main problem of the type of the starter was aggressive nature of their engagement, and this intended causes the pinion and ring gear to wear prematurely. So these images in front of you is the two type of images. Image one or the B image is disengaged position. And B image is the pinion engaged with the motor cranking. So generally what happen here, there is some armature, there is a mouse, or of my mouse is here shown as some armature. This armature is connected to the accumulator. This accumulator again connected to the field winding. This field winding is engaging and disengaging with the mechanical switch. It generates some mechanical electro energies, and this mechanical electro energies is supplied with the help of some batteries to generate with their is connected to this pinion. This pinion is completely come into the form of some motor switch. This motor switch is draw in coils or the hold in coils. We moving with the help of some mechanical switch here. Similarly, when we engage into this pinion on this motor cranking, this pinion is pushed down into this motor cranking. It's a clutch, or it is engaged with clutch running. When it is engaged with the clutch running, this the shaft, or it is some taken as a lever. This shift lever is moved towards to this the magnetic switch, and this magnetic switch is connected with the uh, what we say about this holding coin, and this holding coin is connected to this magnetic switch. This magnetic switch is pinion engaged for motor cranking. ह्याला ह्याला मराठीत सांगायचं म्हटलं तर काय आहे बघा, की जो आपला स्टार्टर आहे तो स्टार्टर बेंडिंग्स ड्राईव्हवरती काम करतो, आणि हा जो बेंडिंग ड्राईव्ह आहे त्यात एंगेजिंग आणि डिसएंगेजिंगचे काम होतं. ज्या वेळेला आपला जो स्प्रिंग आहे त्या स्प्रिंगला फोर्स दिल्यानंतर तो गिअरच्या टीथ बरोबर एंगेज होतो, आणि गिअरच्या टीथ बरोबर एंगेज झाल्यानंतर चेंजेस जे होतात ते चेंजेस इथं दाखवलेले आहे. सो लास्ट इज हिअर. The image in front of shown as the low friction bushings, O-rings, sealing boots, indexable housing, bronze bearing, and positive piston shift gears here. So O-ring and removable end cap, it is helpful for this bronze bearing here. Okay, so this is all about here some the bending drives. This bending drives is invented the different kind of here some the invented by the Bendix. It is for the inertia type of the starter motors has been technique used in the 8 years hours. Though, so when we think about the starting for this inertia starter or the bendings, when we starter is shown as here some type of the Lucas M35J is nothing but that this M35J is similarly 350 ampere V current flow into this helpful for some surface tension, or this torque is come into the form of some the 9.8 meter Newton meter used in the phase accumulator and an axially aligned brush gear. This field are wound and earth in the starter motor. The starter yoke is totally depends upon the gyroscopes. This the inertia torque, the bending torque is here. The starter engaged with flywheel ring. This ring here by means of the small pinion, the tooth pinion sleeve spline armature that is threaded such as the starter is operated in via remote relay, or the armature will cause the sleeve to rotate inside this pinion, and the pinion remains still due to the inertia and because of the screwed sleeve rotating inside it. The pinion is moved to mesh with the ring gear, and when this gear is filed under this own power, this pinion is faster driven and armature shaft. The mainspring acts as here the buffer when this pinion first takes place in the driving torque, also acts in the buffer when the engine throughout this pinion back out this mesh. And the one of the main problem with type of the starter was aggressive nature. This tended to this pinion and gear wear prematurely. Some applications of the pinion tends to the fall out to this vein cracking due to this engine almost but quite running. So with the help of that, this engaging and disengaging or with the pinion gear, it is helpful to starting this motor with the help of some magnetic switches. Okay, so it's all about here some the important parts. I like to add here some the image in front of you shown as here this the uh, when is engaged with the help of some pinions, O-ring is here, shaft seal, the bronze bearing, then positive shaft speed. It is used also in the solenoid valve. Similarly, same principle is here, but solenoid valve is working on that some light motor vehicles, which is a whole compatible for the starting the motor with the help of some this starting system. And this starting system is totally depend upon the other solenoid valve. This all about here some this the chapter number from 6 is here, the point is here solenoid, Bendix drive and solenoid drive. Thank you.